What had happened was, right, I was literally just minding my business, and I realized that the coat that I had on didn't really go. So I was like, you know what? Let me go get another one. So.
I don't even have them. It's the only one, by the way.
It's the only one?
It's the only one.
Sorry, guys. It's the only one. Can't get this one. It's the only one. Look at the color, though. It's like a... Do y'all see that? Do y'all... Look.
Claressa Shields did not try to hide her frustration after news surfaced that Papoose and Remy Ma spent New Year's Eve together, stepping out in their familiar luxury fur outfits as if little had changed. Her response was not rooted in shock or disbelief. Instead, it reflected irritation, emotional exhaustion, and a sense of resignation. At this stage, the situation no longer feels confusing in an innocent or harmless way. What once appeared unclear has now taken on the shape of something openly disrespectful. And many people online are no longer pretending otherwise. Reports quickly spread that Remy Ma and Papoose welcomed the new year together, appearing side by side with the same ease and chemistry they have long been known for. The sight immediately captured public attention. Their energy looked unchanged, their connection still visible, and the public nature of their appearance felt intentional to many observers. To the outside world, it looked like history repeating itself, familiar patterns resurfacing without hesitation. Claressa, however, did not appear surprised. If anything, she seemed tired of being placed in a situation she never asked for, tired of navigating emotional gray areas that should have been resolved long ago. Her reaction carried a quiet but powerful message, one that many people understood instantly. When a man continues to spend major holidays with his wife, shows up consistently for family traditions, and maintains public appearances that suggest continuity, it sends a message whether he intends it to or not. In these situations, someone else often ends up misled. That kind of behavior creates mixed signals and emotional confusion. It introduces unnecessary tension into relationships that are already complicated. Over time, it erodes trust and leaves people questioning their place, their value, and their role in someone else's life. Claressa's frustration seemed rooted in that reality, not in jealousy or insecurity, but in the emotional toll of uncertainty. Social media reacted almost immediately, and much of the criticism landed squarely on Papoose. Many users accused him of trying to live multiple lives at the same time. According to online commentary, he appears to want flexibility without consequence. To seem single when it suits him, to present himself as a devoted father when needed, and to maintain the image of a loyal husband when it is convenient. People were quick to point out that this kind of balancing act does not work in real life, no matter how polished it appears online. You cannot remain half-involved and half-detached without eventually appearing dishonest. Sitting in the middle does not signal growth or maturity. Instead, it often looks like fear of making a difficult decision and standing by it. Expensive clothes, luxury appearances, and carefully chosen public moments do not resolve underlying issues. They only make the situation appear more refined on the surface while the emotional mess underneath remains untouched. Many supporters of Claressa believe she was pulled into a situation that was never truly resolved. From their perspective, she entered a relationship where the previous chapter had not been closed. The marriage was still legally intact, emotional ties remained strong, and clear boundaries were noticeably absent. Instead of moving forward with clarity and intention, the past continued to resurface in ways that left her exposed and emotionally vulnerable. A significant number of fans feel Claressa deserved honesty from the very beginning. Becoming involved with someone who is still legally married carries serious emotional and psychological complications, especially when that person continues to appear publicly with their spouse. That dynamic places the new partner in an unfair position, where they are expected to remain patient, understanding, and silent while behavior unfolds that would typically raise red flags. In those situations, the burden often falls on the person with the least power. They are expected to adapt, to rationalize actions that feel uncomfortable, and to suppress their own needs in order to keep the peace. Over time, that expectation becomes emotionally draining and deeply unfair. At the same time, reactions from Remy Ma's supporters have been divided. Some believe she is simply prioritizing co-parenting and maintaining stability for her child, From that perspective, spending time together during the holidays could be viewed as putting family first and preserving a sense of normalcy. To those supporters, the appearance may not signal romantic reconciliation, but rather a shared commitment to parenting. Others, however, feel that leaving the situation undefined only adds fuel to the fire. When boundaries are unclear, speculation grows. When intentions are not stated openly, narratives spiral out of control. The lack of transparency keeps the drama alive and prevents true closure for everyone involved. What makes the entire situation even more uncomfortable is how public it has become. These are not private conversations happening quietly behind closed doors. Every appearance, every photograph, and every rumor becomes instant content for social media consumption. Claressa's frustration mirrors what many observers have already been thinking. The dynamic feels unnecessary, awkward, and increasingly embarrassing for everyone involved. At its core, this situation is not really about fur coats, New Year's celebrations, or viral posts. It is about accountability and emotional responsibility. When relationships overlap without clear endings, people get hurt. Trust begins to fade, feelings are mishandled, and respect slowly disappears. No amount of money, fame, or luxury can disguise that truth. Claressa's response resonated with so many people precisely because it felt genuine. She did not attempt to stir drama or pretend that everything was fine. Many people believe this pattern will continue unless Papoose makes a clear decision and stands firmly by it. Remaining in the middle only prolongs the cycle and makes everyone involved look stuck. Choosing a direction does not mean pleasing everyone, but it does mean taking responsibility for how one's actions affect others. If nothing changes, the same story will repeat itself. More public sightings, more speculation, and more uncomfortable moments will follow. Each time, the same questions will resurface, and the same frustrations will grow louder. Designer outfits and public appearances may distract for a moment, but they do not resolve the deeper emotional issues at play. Claressa's reaction captured what many people were already feeling. The situation feels messy, avoidable, and emotionally careless. It is no longer entertaining to watch. Instead, it feels draining. Until clear boundaries are established and honest decisions are made, everyone involved will continue to appear stuck, no matter how composed or put together they look on the outside. At a certain point, silence stops being peaceful and starts to feel like avoidance. Clarity becomes necessary, not optional. Relationships cannot grow when one foot remains planted in the past. Without decisive action, confusion persists and emotional damage accumulates. For Claressa, the frustration seems rooted in a realization that love should not feel like a constant battle for respect. No one should have to compete with unresolved history. No one should feel like an option while someone else enjoys the comfort of commitment without the responsibility that comes with it. Ultimately, this situation serves as a reminder that emotional honesty matters more than appearances. Real closure is more valuable than public comfort. Sometimes the hardest decision is not the one that brings attention, but the one that brings peace.
Now y'all see that? Nah, I'm not even gonna lie. I get excited, but I'm really, really excited. This is so fire. No? Yes, no, maybe so? What y'all think? Hold on. While we here, it was something else I seen in the corner. Hold on. Hold on.
That matches with your outfit.
Hold on. Oh, it's buttons?
Now you gotta go skiing.
This one, right, y'all?
You see how it flares?
Hold on, I need my bag. Oh, wait, and my glasses. Hold on. Yeah, excuse me, how much is that Rolls Royce right there? No, this is not giving that look. Oh my God. I almost said his real name to y'all weirdos out there. Y'all only know him as Zane, right? You gotta be a special friend to get his real name. But this is fire. I'm not gonna lie, what is this?
It's called CrossFox.
CrossFox? This is CrossFox. For those of y'all like me that don't know. Hold on. Y'all know the test, right?
Big hood.
Y'all know the test?
See the size of the hood?
What are we talking about? What are we? All right, I'm leaving now because this is my coat. It's mine. This is mine. I'm dead serious. This is my coat. I want to buy it. This is mine. And I want to wear it. Sorry, baby.
You want to say goodbye to them?
So, hold on. I got to tell them real quick.
Yeah.
So, this right here, I just filmed it with Nadine, but this is my first ever Dingus leather fur. Look at the throwback.
Yeah, that was a mink and fox combo, our old label.
Look at the throwback label. He fancy now. He got embroidery now, ladies and gentlemen. And my new Dingus coat is this. But this is what I came outside in the streets in. I came in the streets in this one, you know? Because I had on my Timbs and I planned on just throwing my Timbs back on.
I know you to flip it so I can read the comments.
Hold on. You want to flip it? Hold on. Flip. Oh, I don't know. I don't think that's flip. That's flip.
There you go.
So, yeah.
Okay.
This is my first James Leathers. I done ripped my stockings, ladies and gentlemen. Did I?
What year? That was like 8 years ago.
It has to be longer than that. My daughter just turned 7. It was definitely
before that.
Before she was born. So I want to say 9 years at least.
Yeah, I would say so.
We wasn't even talking about her being born. We was filming a Love and Hip Hop episode.
I think it was 2017.
And I came here. I want to say it was probably like 2016, maybe 2017.
You deserve the world. I agree.